Basically, my angle to all of this was strictly started as a financial thing, and I was thinking, well, we've already got our real estate office always has a website. I don't need to do another one of those for myself. I didn't feel like I wanted to expel the money for something like that when it was already being done in a very nice way. And so I started thinking, how can I market myself for little or no money? And everybody kept talking about social media, and I kind of got on Facebook, and Facebook kind of got, I'm like the opposite, but I'm not marketing necessarily a product. And so it kind of became too much negative stuff. It was like a maintenance issue for me on Facebook because I kind of got it on it equally as a personal way, as a business way. It started out as a business thing, but it became personal really fast. And I didn't like having to remove everything everybody wanted to throw at me on Facebook. And Twitter, I used to laugh about it, and I used to think, well, this is crazy, you know, twittering, you know. What is that? But once I looked into it, it hit home for me because, like Melody said, I developed a policy. All of a sudden, it just came so clear to me that if I keep this positive and not market myself, because let's face it, as a realtor, throwing a property out there every week, you know, or every few minutes, it's boring. Who's going to want to hear it? I do it maybe once, like 99% of the time, I'm not talking about real estate. And I started thinking, well, how can I do this? And before, let me go back a little bit. Before I had this idea about being this person that through various blog, video, website, but all this costs money, of course. And so I had to regress to Twitter. But I had this idea of like showing people what we do around here for fun. Literally let them crawl into it from their desk or their couch or wherever they're looking at it from, and let them see what it is that attracts people here. Because we all are here because for some reason we're attracted to it. We all probably have different reasons, but you know, we're here. And so it just became clear, Taos Lifestyle, which is my moniker, so to speak, on Twitter. And I just started twittering lifestyle, everything here, things to do, places to stay, places to eat, everything. Some of you in here, I have twittered multiple times your businesses. You may not even know it, but I'm out there advertising everything Taos. And I was literally amazed at, and I'm thinking, well, if I started thinking the followers, you know, how many followers am I going to have to get before maybe I see a dime out of all my time spent on it? But I started getting over that, and I go, you know, it's not about the money to me. It's more about investigating Taos on my own. And the more I got involved in doing this, and it's time consuming for me because, but thank God I sit in front of a desk most of the time anyway. I don't do it much on weekends. I'm out having fun. You know, I don't let it control my life too much. But the more I looked into it and the more responsibility I had to find new material, new things, I'd find new businesses. I'd find just all kinds of things about Taos, and it becomes kind of fun that, you know, and everybody as a group on Twitter helps each other out. In other words, somebody will, like the Taos News comes up with something, I'll retweet it or I'll tweet it myself and get it out there. It is just getting it out there. And, you know, say you have so many followers, if it's related to Taos and you throw Taos in there, I guarantee you there's tenfold the kind of people seeing it, whether they're following you or not. They're out there looking. And to me, that's how I'm just throwing myself out there and spreading goodwill, so to speak, and hopefully somehow through cyberspace it'll come back. And if somebody's interested, and I have had, it's amazing. Like Melody said, I have people, where do you recommend to go eat? Because it's coming from a local, somebody that lives here, and they start seeing, hey, this guy's around. He's not just a random website. He's talking about art, food, everything that's going on here, and in a timely manner as it's going. And I don't want to consider myself an authority, but I have learned a lot. And when people ask, it's fun to respond and send them, like, to, if somebody goes, where's a cheap place to stay at Taos? Well, I send them to other websites. I send links. And if you don't have a website, get one, get a link. People will throw it out there. Mudflood, I gave them a hard time. I go, God, I'd love to Twitter your business, but you don't have a website. And they're like, well, we've been working on it, and now I see it's up for sale. So I don't know if they're going to ever get a website or not. But a lot of things, like I have family that are artists, and all the artists I've found with websites, I throw it out there and talk about their stuff. And so basically that's kind of my mode, and I had to make it fun for me because I knew once I started it, like Melody said, it's out there. And I don't like myself as a quitter. And so I'm trying to keep up with it, and there is a certain responsibility to keep finding new stuff, more stuff. But it's not that hard, and I would suggest that you can put as much time into it as you want.
How long have you been doing it? How many followers do you have, and how often do you enter something?
Oh, man. Well, about a year. I started doing it a year ago, I think. It was maybe a little less. And I'm up to, it's 1,900, 1,800, 1,900 followers. I follow a lot of people because it's weird. In my business, I'm like, well, I can't be that picky. Just because it's not related to what I'm talking about, who knows where somebody may send. I remember him from Twitter. I want to buy a house in Taos. They're all from all facets. So I don't ignore people unless there's some sort of a bot or some kind of weird thing that comes up, and I'm like, this just doesn't seem like a real person.
You follow somebody back who's followed you, and the next thing you know, they're pitching you about something, and it's like, unfollow.
So make no mistake, it's marketing. I mean, I'm marketing. But I'm marketing everything about Taos. It's not just about me. And then every once in a while, once a day, but to answer your question, it varies. On a Saturday, I may get up and put one thing because I'm gone out the door skiing or doing whatever. During Monday through Friday, I could do anywhere from 10 to 20 tweets a day. And so I'm probably pushing it to the limit, and I worry about myself sometimes.
All right, well then, you're going to worry about yourself. You're not going to be able to sell the use of social media.